So is Miley Cyrus engaged? Now, Miley Cyrus and Maxx Morando, they've been dating since November 2021, and rumor has it they're getting married. Now, Maxx Morando's father posted this, congratulating Miley and Max on what appears to be an engagement. The two appeared at the Avatar Fire and Ash premiere, and you can see Miley's finger. She's also sporting the ring. Is our girl officially engaged? What?
It always sneaks up on Miley Cyrus, that calm before the chaos. The world was still picking apart every lyric from her Flowers era, turning her heartbreak into quotes, jokes, and self-love slogans, when behind the scenes, something unexpected was happening. Miley was falling in love again, quietly, secretly, and in a way that felt shockingly normal. No Malibu fires, no messy drama, no public tears, just a chill blind date with a low-key drummer no one outside of LA's underground music scene even knew how to pronounce. Maxx Morando, with his shaggy curls, introvert vibe, and I'd rather be in the studio attitude, was the total opposite of what people imagine Miley's type to be. He wasn't Liam Hemsworth, all movie star looks and Hollywood sparkle. He wasn't some influencer chasing headlines or smooth TikTok heartthrob looking for fame. Max was that artsy dude you'd spot at an Echo Park coffee shop, lost in thought with a beat-up notebook covered in stickers from old gigs and random sketches. When Miley showed up for that blind date back in 2021, she'd already told herself she'd bounce if the energy felt weird. Literally, she said she'd fake allergies and dip if it got awkward. But here's the twist, the energy was perfect. He didn't trip over her fame or freeze up in fan mode. No selfie requests, no "I can't believe I'm here" talk. Just real conversation. They vibed about music, about design, about drum kits he was literally building by hand. Max even admitted he didn't care about being famous. He just wanted to create art, sound, chaos, whatever felt real. For Miley, who's lived her whole life as the headline, the spectacle, the moment, being with someone who didn't treat her like some untouchable superstar felt addictive. It was the kind of peace she hadn't had since, well, ever. At first, no one caught on. The public's always a step behind when it comes to Miley's secret flings, the calm before her next cultural earthquake. But the first hints started slipping through at the Gucci Love Parade. Cameras caught those tiny details that always give it away. Her hand brushing his, their knees leaning in just a little too close. Then came that New Year's Eve special where he was quietly hanging backstage, watching her like someone who wasn't official yet, but definitely already invested. But the real spark that woke up the tabloids? Cabo. The sun blazing, champagne glasses sweating in the heat, and there was Miley, curled up on Max like she finally stopped pretending she didn't care. She wasn't hiding, she wasn't running, she was owning it. They kissed like it meant something, like she'd earned this calm. Her laughter spilled into his shoulder while paparazzi cameras zoomed in so hard they probably overheated. And the look on her face? Not the messy kind of happy, not the rebound glow. It was that deep, settled, this could be real kind of happy. Max handled the spotlight with a level of calm that could honestly be studied by scientists. While most people would strut like peacocks after being linked to Miley Cyrus, he did the total opposite. No flashing lights, no desperate party hopping, no look at me moments. He just faded back into the shadows, back to his drum kits, his rehearsals, his studio corners filled with wires and creativity. That's what made him so magnetic. He was the mystery, the guy with the drumsticks and that calm, knowing smile who, without even trying, became the quiet heartbeat of Miley's whole world. But the real whispers behind closed doors weren't just about Max, they were about Miley. People close to her said she was shifting, evolving, not settling down, she burned that idea to ash long ago, but finding a new rhythm in her life. Her Malibu home wasn't a storm anymore, it was glowing. More sunlight, more dogs running around, more late-night jam sessions filled with laughter and paint-stained clothes. Those who know her best said Max wasn't trying to change her, he was anchoring her. He gave her balance without dimming that wild spark that makes her Miley. He didn't fix her, he just fit her. Then came the music, those secret tracks they cooked up together, late nights that started with a random beat and ended with kisses between takes. Miley started dropping lines like, "He just gets it," with that half smile that made her friends raise eyebrows and grin. She even joked that Max was raising the dog using Reddit threads while she followed her millennial instincts, whatever that means. Their world was cozy, chaotic, creative, and honestly, it was ridiculously cute. By the time Miley owned the 2024 Grammys, rocking that wild silver mane and a dress that practically broke the internet, Maxx was right there, steady as ever. Not stealing the spotlight, not posing for every shot, but standing close enough that everyone knew he was hers. When She's name was called for Record of the Year for Flowers, she turned and kissed him like it was more than just a win. It was a full circle moment. After years of singing about heartbreak, she was finally living the kind of love she used to only write about. Still, people didn't get just how deep it ran. Sure, they spotted the red carpet moments, the chill Malibu walks, even that surprise SNL 50 appearance. But Miley's been famous long enough to know how to guard what's real. The glitz was for the cameras, but this was sacred. So when the news of the engagement broke, it hit like a perfect storm, both shocking and obvious at the same time. It wasn't just a headline, it felt like the ending or maybe the beginning of one of Miley's most unexpected love stories yet. The engagement news didn't explode, it detonated. One minute people were scrolling, the next everyone was staring at their screens like, wait, Miley Cyrus is officially engaged again? And the wild part was how calm Miley looked about it. No flashy announcement, no over-the-top photo shoot, just a quiet confirmation from people close to her that she and Maxx had decided they were ready for the next level. What really sent the internet into detective mode was how long she'd been dropping hints without anyone catching on. Fans went back to old interviews and noticed the way she'd smile whenever his name came up, or the soft laugh she'd let out when someone asked about her love life. Even her friends admitted they weren't surprised. One of them said she'd been walking around with that I'm good, life's good, love's good energy for months. Behind the scenes, the whole vibe was peaceful but electric. Miley was telling people she felt safe in ways I didn't know I needed, while Maxx kept things low-key, saying he was just grateful to build a life with someone who inspires me every day. Their crew said they'd never seen Miley this steady or this certain. And honestly, it wasn't flashy, it wasn't messy, it wasn't some wild Hollywood headline. It was two creative souls deciding they were all in, and that alone had everyone talking. What really had people buzzing, though, was how the engagement didn't change their vibe at all. If anything, it made them even more locked in. Miley wasn't suddenly acting like some guarded superstar with a diamond to flash. She was moving through life with this relaxed glow, like she finally found a rhythm that made sense. Friends said she'd show up to hangouts in sweats, messy bun, and this quiet smile that said everything without saying a word. Meanwhile, Maxx kept doing what he always did, staying low, staying real, and keeping his world rooted in music. Folks around him joked that the only thing he bragged about was a drum pattern he finally nailed, not the fact that he was engaged to one of the biggest names on the planet. And that's what made the whole thing feel so legit. No clout chasing, no fame hunting, just two people building something that felt solid. Insiders said they were already merging their creative worlds even more. There were nights in her Malibu studio where they'd lose track of time, messing with beats, building melodies, laughing at inside jokes only they understood. Miley would step out the booth, throw her arms around him and say things like, "This is the good stuff," and everyone in the room just knew she meant more than music. It wasn't some whirlwind fantasy, it was steady, real, and shockingly grounded, and that's exactly why everyone couldn't stop talking about it. The unexpected twist hit harder than any headline. Miley didn't announce a thing. No notes app message, no cryptic lyric post, no dramatic magazine rollout. She just showed up with a ring, a smile, and Maxx standing a little behind her, giving her space to shine even though he just stepped straight into the spotlight. It felt real, almost too real for Hollywood, and that's exactly why everyone froze when they saw it. People close to them said the proposal was private, emotional, and beautifully simple. No huge production, no staged glam shots, just music playing low, candles flickering, and maybe a couple of honest tears slipping out when the moment hit. It wasn't flashy, it was personal. It belonged to her, not the world. And that right there, that's the real tea everyone is whispering about. After years of public heartbreak, chaotic headlines, and relationships practically chased by paparazzi Dans, Miley Cyrus found love in the quiet. She fell for someone calm, someone steady, someone who kisses her backstage, spins her around in hotel rooms, and lets her shine exactly the way she was born to shine. Maxx Morando didn't try to tone her down. He stood right beside her and matched her energy without trying to steal it. And now here they are, engaged, steady and stronger than anyone expected. Some love stories explode with drama, but this one simmered, grew, and became something undeniable. The girl who once said she could buy herself flowers found someone who brings her bouquets anyway, and then steps back with a proud smile while she decides where to set them. If you enjoyed this story, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Like, oh my gosh, engaged? The ring on that finger. An executive producer posted on his private Instagram, congratulations to the couple. There they are, same ring on the finger. A closer look at the ring. Miley and her boyfriend Maxx have been dating for 4 years now, since November 2021. They met on a blind date. Imagine being set up on a blind date with Miley Cyrus.